Hello, Bob, darlings. Hello, hello, hello. Wow. Happy Guru Purnima. Happy full moon of the Guru. Yeah, baby. We are in it. This beautiful full moon. If you check, hello, beautiful Michelle Rooney. If you check the, if you check the time of the full moon, the exact time of it rising, and it's all its magnificence today, you will discover that we are right in the middle of it. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. Hi, Michael Bass. I want to just share Barbara Parker. Hi there, darling, beautiful artist. Um, Say hello to Kaya Michelle. Beautiful. Hi, Jacqueline. Hi, yeah. Jacqueline, yeah, I'm at the Guru Purnima with Dr. Pillai. Today is the main day, and we've had 2 days of mantras and chants and teachings from an avatar who came in physical form, in the form of Dr. Pillai. What a joy. Hi, Patricia. How you doing, sweetheart? Patricia, I'm going to send you some blessings right now because I know, what you've been going through is not easy. And so I'm just going to send you a comforting blessing. Just that the angels come and comfort you and actually take all those tears and put them in a beautiful alabaster vial and send them out to you. I pray that these angels will be with you at night when you're sleeping. Anyway, I'm here at the resort still. A little bit there. Let me just show you what's going on. Yeah, I'm at the Coronado Marriott Hotel and Spa. I'm just taking a little break from Guru Purnima. And when the energy of the divine comes, and especially with Dr. Pillai, who is my mentor and teacher. First of all, when you're in his presence, at least I am, and everybody else who's in the room with me, it's silent. It's like a pin drop. He walks into the room, and it's a pin drop. And you can't even hear a pin drop. Hi, Paul Woods. Sorry for all the helicopters, but here at the Coronado Island, there's a naval base. Oh gosh. So I want to talk about the presence of the divine, which I know a lot about. And I'm going to tell you why I know a lot about the presence of the divine. I don't think you want to see all those rooms up there, but that's where I'm at. Yeah, I'm going to talk to you about the presence of the divine, because right now, where we're at in planet Earth and all the, yeah, I see that thumbs up, where we are in the global consciousness with all the chaos that's revealed, there's also a concealing. If you look inside yourself and you look with the eyes of God, or how do you say it? Allowing God to look through you. Allowing God to look through you. Allow God to look through you. When you do that, when you allow God to hear through you, look through you, see through you, taste through you, hello, Cynthia McCoy, then you have another point of view. And so when I have been in the presence of this avatar, I just start crying. The presence is so strong. And so that same presence, that's strong, begins to, especially if they're a true guru and a true avatar, begins to dissolve impurities, begins to dissolve suffering, and then more of our own light, more of the God being that's inside of us can be revealed. That's been my experience, and it's pretty profound. So the presence of the divine, okay, I want to talk about one of my teachers. His name is Brother Taylor. And let me see if I can get some of the sun rays off my face. There we go. I want to talk to you about a teacher I had named Brother Taylor. And the lesson here is the presence. Because you can have all kinds of religion, you can have all kinds of spirituality, you can have all kinds of, thinking that we're spiritual or conscious or awake or whatever you want to call it. But if there's no presence, if there's no energy that actually transforms your life, takes you higher, takes you deeper, that heals, then why are we talking? Why are we talking, right? What's the blah blah about? So the presence, to me, because I know it, I've experienced it, and it is quite astounding. Brother Wade Taylor, he was a Christian mystic. I'm a Christian. I'm a mystic. My main foundation is one of a Christian mystic, not a religious Christian person, but this ability to connect very deeply with the divine and connect with the beloved I am that I am within. So I had this relationship with God, the I am that I am, for years and years and years and years and years and years before I ever met Brother Taylor. And I had this bhakti in the Hindu tradition. The bhakti is this adoration for the beloved, the adoration for God. I always had that. I had it, always had it. So I'm the one who would go and just be in this pure state of ecstasy, just loving the God I am, loving the Goddess, loving just deeply in love, loving the Christed One. That's where it started. And I would spend hours in prayer and meditation and singing these beautiful songs and to the beloved, to the Christed One. And so I did that, and I was doing that. And then every morning, not only was I doing that every morning, but I was also praying for other people every morning. Deep prayer, deep, deep, deep prayer. And so I would pray, and then one day, I had my arms raised up in worship, and this beautiful language came bubbling out of my belly. In the Christian tradition, they call it songs of the spirit. Like it's a language that you can't translate. It's not in English and no language here on planet Earth. In the New Age community, or I don't want to say New Age, the conscious community or the awakened community, they call it celestial language or light language. Same thing. We've been doing this for years and years and years and years and years. So I was doing this experience. I was doing that. I was just in prayer and this bhakti, and then this beautiful light language, this beautiful celestial language, these beautiful songs came, and I had probably for hours got caught up into a celestial realm. Total, hi Vicky, darling. I got caught up into this celestial realm. It was a total ecstatic state. I was in the heavens with the angels for hours. I have no idea how long it went on. Tears rolling down my eye, my face, just as beautiful, caught up in that. And I was like that for hours and hours. And the next day, actually that same day, I went to a spontaneous 40 days. Now, people say you can't do this. I wasn't trying to do it. I didn't even know it was possible. I went into a spontaneous 40 days and 40 nights of no water and no food. The only food I ingested were the scriptures that opened up to me like light codes. It was quite supernatural, quite divine, and the presence. So not only did I have that going into the heavens with the angels and having this celestial experience, but now I'm in a supernatural 40-day and 40-night fast and the presence. So the presence was in my house. And when I say the presence, I'm talking about the divine presence. Hello, Gabriel Hawthworth, all the way from south of Mexico in that Baja place. Oh, gosh. Buena Fortuna. Gabriel Hawthworth is on watching, and he is, I believe, the founder or co-founder of Seeds of Change. If you don't know this company, look it up. Seeds of Change, my understanding, and I may be wrong, is, they began to, years ago, probably at least 30, 40 years ago, began to store, collect, and protect the seed, the pure, non-GMO seed of all varieties. And now it's a big company, and you can buy packages of these seeds. Another naval helicopter. So the divine presence, so that was my experience. 40 days, 40 nights, totally supernatural fast, total presence. I'm ingesting scripture and their light codes. That's what I experienced. And so from there, I began to devour and ingest scriptures. I continue with my bhakti, I continue with my prayers, I continue my meditation, and the presence. And the presence of the divine is actually exactly that. It's the divine, is God, it's the presence of God that is omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent. Okay, and I'm not talking about a religious God. I'm talking about the I am that I am. But whatever you want to call it, but it's this divine presence that comes with angels. And it shows up. And when when you're in the presence, because the presence is omnipresent, omnipotent, and omniscient. There's no disease, there's no sadness, there's none of that. There's none of that. It's just this radiant presence. So here we are on the full moon of the Guru Purnima, and it's a good time to ask for the blessings of the Guru. The blessings of the teacher, the avatars, the siddhas that come and help us. They can help us. They're here to bless us. So ask for the blessings. Ask for the blessings. Ask for the presence. And the beautiful children over here playing. They're so cute. So with the presence, it's like, so anyway, Brother Taylor, I want to highlight him because I'm here with Dr. Pillai. Brother Wade Taylor is who I want to talk about. He's not alive anymore. He was a Christian mystic, and because I was familiar with the presence and familiar with how spirit moves supernaturally, I was supernaturally led to him. He had a mansion he had several mansions, and these mansions were given to him miraculously for cultivating the presence of God. Of course, it was a mystical Christian tradition, but it was mysticism. And so when I found out about him, I decided to go visit him because I heard about him, and it sounded like I already had the experience that he was teaching. And I went. When I got, it was upstate New York, up in the Adirondack Mountains, and I stepped onto as soon as I stepped onto the property, the presence came, boom! It was like, whoa, what's going on? I could feel the presence, the divine presence of God. And I decided right then and there, and after spending a week with him, that I would go there and stay there for 2 years and study with him. And what I did, and because it was dedicated to cultivating the presence, and I was already doing that, and then in this mansion with there was about 50 of us, maybe 50 of us going through school at the same time. That was the thing, was cultivating the presence and looking at the deeper teachings. The deeper teachings, the secret teachings, unlocking the codes within the scriptures. And with that came the presence. This deep connection, and it's like being in love. It's like you have a beloved. You have a beloved who you're so in love with. And you want to please them. You're so in love, you're so enraptured, you're so deeply, oh gosh, it's so amazing. And so you cultivate this presence. And what I mean by that? You do what pleases your love. Right? You do what pleases your love, and what pleases your love is this attention. What pleases your love is this beautiful attention to their presence. If you have a lover, if you have a love, and you don't pay attention to them and give them attention, then they're gonna leave eventually, right? And so we want to cultivate the presence. And so Dr. Wade Taylor, I want to give him credit and I want to give him honor. He had that ability. I'll talk more about him at another time. Incredible. He was just like an incredible, miraculous, he just walked in miracles. And that was because he was cultivating his presence and the presence of God. And when you have the presence of God, miracles happen all the time. Yeah, so that's the divine presence. And it's just so amazing. So here we are on the full moon of the Guru. And I want to say this one last thing about Brother Taylor. I chose, when I was there at that school, upstate New York in the Adirondacks, I chose each morning to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, even in the winter time when it's cold and dark, upstate New York, and the sun doesn't come out in the winter. 3 o'clock in the morning, I would get up. I would do my own prayers and worship in his bhakti. I would go sit with Brother Taylor each and every morning in quiet, silent meditation, cultivating this presence. It was usually just he and I and maybe two other people holding that energy. And then after that hour, I would go to the chapel and prepare the chapel with prayer, prepare the chapel. I would put out everything that we needed for the service that was happening and just cultivated that presence. That's the divine presence and has to be cultivated. And when I would do that, oh my God, there were so many miracles that happened in my life in those 2 years. Oh my gosh! Cultivate the presence, beloved. Take care of your teachers. Take care of your gurus. Cultivate the presence of the divine. This is the Guru Purnima, the full moon of the Guru. When your gurus, past, present, future, seen and unseen, known and unknown, come close to us. This is the time we can be surrounded by the siddhas, these avatars who have miraculous powers, seen and unseen, they're around us. Right now, surround yourself. Call them around you. You know, call them around you. I mean, there are avatars. That is why you are the way you are. What do you mean, Jacqueline Beth Johnson? There are these beautiful siddhas, that beings and angelic beings and angelic force, they just want to bless you. Especially today. Full moon of Guru. Most auspicious, radiant lighthouse. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, Jacqueline. Yeah, I would say that I've cultivated the presence, and I'm definitely not perfect, and I do have my moments, but thank God for the divine. Thank God for the divine, yeah. So giving a shout out to the Gurus, past, present, and future. That was shout out to Brother Wade Taylor, a really tall, quiet, humble man. You would never know by just looking at him that he moved in miracles, and that the presence of the I am that I am was always with him. Cultivate the presence, beloved. Call your gurus close to you, known and unknown, seen and unseen, and take good care of them. Make sure they're like I was taking care of Brother Taylor. I did that. Of course, I always gave him offerings. I made sure he was taken care of. I want to make sure that your gurus are always taken care of financially. Tithe to your gurus. Give offerings. Give gifts. Send them gifts. When you do that, more comes back to you. And that's what I did with Brother Taylor. I made sure that, you know, he wasn't sitting holding the presence by himself. So every morning at 3 o'clock in the morning, I would go sit with him. And I would take care of his spiritual business. Hi, Rachel Kelly. I would just take it, see if my friend Ingrid is there. She is too. Oh, what? Ingrid is here. Her and I have been having a good chat, Jacqueline. I'll tell her about you. Yeah, she's awesome. So, you know, honor your gurus, honor your teachers, past, present, and future. Sometimes the teachers aren't, sometimes they're hard teachers. Sometimes they're like, thank God I haven't had that, because I don't need that. I don't need anybody to beat me over the head. God, but there are some people who do need that kind of my buddy. Take care of your teachers. Give them money. Yes, Jacqueline, that's what I've been praying for, that I would get my spiritual name from Baba this weekend. That's my prayer. I don't know how that's going to happen, but that's my prayer. That's one of my prayers. So, just ask him. Yeah, well, Jacqueline, I could ask him, but it's about getting to him first. You know, there's certain protocol. Hi, Francine Hampton. There's certain protocols about approaching a guru. I mean, he's like very, very sensitive. A lot of people want to be around Baba, and you know, I have to. I'm very respectful. I'm very respectful. But he's the one who called me. He did. He asked his assistant to ask me if I would be willing to give a testimony in one of his classes that he was teaching. So he's aware of me. You have to stand there. Okay, I'll do that. Blessings, Francine. Yeah. So that's what I wanted to share. Honor your teachers. Call their names. Put a picture of your teachers on the altar with a candle and some flowers. Send them money. Send your teachers money. Wow, there's a lot of naval activity out here. Give a shout out. I'm going to talk more about the presence at another time, but this is because the time is now. Because with all this chaos going on in the world right now, if we don't have the presence of the divine, if the angels don't come, if the eternal beings of light are not interceding, we're in big trouble. We're in big trouble, okay? And the only reason why it hasn't totally blown up is because of the grace of these divine beings and these avatars. And just like Yeshua and Maria Magdalena were avatars, they came, they came to planet Earth for a certain specific time and a certain specific purpose. They knew exactly why they were coming, Maria Magdalena and Yeshua. I am so happy for you being there. Oh man, I am delighted that I'm here. So this avatar who came through Baba, Dr. Pillai, it's radiant. It's radiant. He's radiant, and he moves in the miraculous. He's a siddha. He's a Satguru, and he's a siddha, and he's an avatar. He's beyond being an enlightened master. Thank you for sharing, humbled and grateful. Yeah, it's we need this at this time. Hi, Petra Mimosa. Petra, send me a message. Send me a personal message in my inbox. We'll talk about getting you going in your business. So we need this at this time. We need the presence. We need the presence. We need those avatars, and there's more avatars. Some of these avatars are coming through the children. Some of the avatars are coming in disfigured people. Some of the avatars are coming through the homeless. Some of the avatars are coming through the women. Some of the avatars are coming through the men. We know about a lot of the male avatars, but we don't know too much about the female avatars, and we don't know about so much about the avatars that are coming through the children. And let me tell you this last story before I get off. Mohini, who is, yes, Rachel Kelly. Who knows? Maybe your children, one of your children might be an avatar, an enlightened being. Who has a child who is an enlightened being? Because you got to really take care of their souls really well, carefully. So Mohini is Dr. Pillai's most advanced student. She's been with him for 27 years. And he asked her if she would take care of his true heart. His true heart is Tripura Foundation. It's our nonprofit, and we feed, clothe, and educate the children who would never, okay, I see your question, Rachel, the avatar. I'll get to that. Children who would never, ever have hope of having a decent education. And so we feed them, we educate them with phonemic intelligence, not only regular education, but this phonemic intelligence that changes the brain. And so now these children, a lot of them have grown up, become professionals. But these were children who lived in hovels, who lived in despair, didn't have enough food, clothing, nothing, right? And that's what we do. We also take care of the elderly, especially the elderly women, the widows, because when they become a widow and elderly here in India, there are many who suffer badly, bad suffering. And so we take care of them. That is Babaji's main heart. So Mohini, he asked Mohini 27 years ago if she would help him to develop that, and now it's beautiful. She told the story the other day. She told the story about taking food to the elderly that were living on the street, like in bad shape. And there was this one woman who was living on the street who, she was so crippled, she couldn't even sit up. She was just laying down in the street, right? Like an elder, laying on the street, just laying on the street. Anyway, she couldn't even sit up to receive the food. Mohina gave her the food. And that woman, she said, in that moment, she said, God bless you, that. She said, Mohini said this blue light came out of her eyes, out of the woman's eyes, and hit Mohini. when she said, God bless you, this blue light came out of the woman's eyes and penetrated Mohini. And she said it went all through her body, and it really affected her in a positive way, of course. And so that's the power, the blessing. So you never know when an avatar or a divine being is in your presence. It may show up as a crippled woman laying on the ground. An avatar, my definition of an avatar is a God being, period. Avatars are God beings, and they come to planet Earth. They come right out of the big luminous ball of light, right from the heart of God, right from the I am that I am, and they have a specific assignment here on planet Earth. That's an avatar. And so the avatars, Maria Magdalena and Yeshua, the avatar of the Buddha, there's different kinds of avatars. These avatars come, they're divine beings that come to planet Earth in a physical form, and it's a sacrifice because now they're God beings, and now they got to be in physical form. That suffers. Our bodies, we suffer. Our bodies have all these beautiful experiences that are beautiful and light and yummy, and the body hurts, the body gets ill, the teeth deteriorate, all of that. They got to poop, all of that. So here's a God being coming in the physical form, having to go through what we go through. It's a big sacrifice. And so that's an avatar.
They talk about maybe some intrinsic.
That's a true avatar. Look it up. Okay, any other questions before I get off? And I'm going to have to integrate all that, but that's okay. It's all good. Felt this knowing as a very young child. Yes. Everything I will hold space for you to get that name. Thank you, Jacqueline. We're going to, so what we have left in the program today, I feel many are awakening to this. Yes, many are awakening, your name, yeah. Many are awakening now, and we have to. Forget being asleep during this time. Who wants to be asleep during this? Well, some people do. People just get high, tune out, do drugs, lots of sex, watch TV, all kinds of ways, because they can't handle the energy in their minds. The minds have been captivated. They're enslaved, and it's uncomfortable, and you don't know what to do. But most people don't know what to do, and all you gotta do is go inward and connect with the I am that I am. Find a good teacher, find a good guru who can help you to help your soul. It's the soul that wants to be liberated and evolve. So yeah, there you go. So the rest of this is our last day here at Guru Purnima, but this is the day. We're going to be saturating in more of the mantras. Yeah. We're going to be being saturated in more of the mantras, because the mantras are actually the seed sounds that actually change us. And I'm finding out that for everything, there's a mantra. And it's pretty profound. So we're going to be doing that. Then Baba is going to be doing a fire lab or a fire ritual. And what I'm learning about fire labs and fire pujas is that this is probably one of the quickest ways to clear stuff, right? Clear that stuff. So we're going to have a fire lab during the Venus Hora, during the Venus hour, in which, of course, Venus is prosperity. And this is going to be a fire puja to her. It's going to be a beautiful offering to Lakshmi for prosperity, so we could clear our negative karma and receive our blessings, wealth blessings. And then we're going to, and then Jacqueline, then he's going to bless what we have, right? Like if we have a statue of Lakshmi or Ganesha or mala beads, he's going to he's going to bless us and touch us. We're going to receive that. Because you want the blessings of the Guru. You want the blessings of the Guru. Especially on Guru Purnima. So that's what we got. Again, the divine presence. I'll talk more about that as we go along, because I'll be sharing a lot more over time. because we need help. We need help. We need help. And so the beautiful beings of light are here to help us. And these beautiful beings of light who come in and out of form here on planet Earth to help us. One of them is one of the beings that I see and I know about. Female. She's about 600 years old. She looks like she's 30. She looks like a 30 radiant, absolutely dazzling, pure form. And when she comes into physical form, again, remember I'm talking about divine presence. When she comes into physical form, hi Josh. Oh, hi Josh, de Puerto Rico. Mire, Josh. Oh man, Josh and his partner Bruce went down there to Puerto Rico to my island. They were gone for a month and stayed a year. I'll be seeing you down there, Josh. Hope you're still there in 2020 when I come down. So this beautiful being, this female form, she's 600 years old. When she enters a room, before she enters, now remember, she looks like she's 30. She has a son who's, and she's 600 years old. Her son is 200 years old. Looks like he's 45, so he looks older than her. I think that's funny. Anyway, when she, hello Alina Kayet, when she arrives, the presence, remember the divine presence, before her form actually arrives, first of all, this brilliant light enters the room. These celestial songs enter the room. Just all these celestial songs. The angels enter the room. And then she enters. That's the short version. And her voice is a melody. And she's able to take a banquet table that has no food on that table, and literally just by, a thought, the whole table is filled with the most delicious, beautiful, magnificent food and drink you can even think of. Now that's a very highly evolved being. I would say that's an avatar. And these beings come in and out of form all the time. And they do it on behalf of humanity to help us. And wherever the help is needed is where she goes. She goes in and out of form all over the world, all over planet Earth, all over the universe. But here especially because we need help. So just want to leave you with that. Pray for the divine presence to be in your life. Pray for the angels to come into your room. Pray for the sitters to come, reveal themselves. Pray for the presence of God. And remember, honor the gurus, honor your teachers, send your teachers money, send them gifts, take care of them, and you will receive a beautiful blessing, and we need it at this time. So here I am signing out. I'm Ayana Mojica. I'm the founder, co-creator, and I say co-creator because I co-create with Mary Magdalene a lot, of the Feminine Wealth Movement. And we're rising, we rise together, together we rise, and we're going higher and 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 higher. I invite you to go higher and higher and higher and higher and be lifted up higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. Go higher and higher and higher and higher. I bless you. I bless you with favor. I bless you going in and going out. I bless everywhere you put your hands to prospers, everywhere you put your feet is given to you. I bless you with wealth. I bless you with health. I bless you with peace and harmony. I bless you with all good things that you need. I bless you to remove the sufferings. I bless you for the healing of your body. I bless you for the restoration of your families. I bless you that you receive the desires of your heart. I bless you with the presence of God. I bless you here on Guru Purnima. Blessings, peace, joy, and prosperity. God bless you.